But what does it actually take to get one of these in the state of Alabama?
So all told, we spent about $400, but this is what we got.
That's a good whiskey. There's a lot going on there.
All right, we should be live. Hopefully we're live anyway. I think it's about time to retire this streaming rig over here, and I bought a new one. But I was trying to wait till we were in the new setup over there before I got it all set up. But apparently this thing is on its last leg. This is the second time in 3 streams. As soon as I hit the go live button, the whole thing just crashes. So we are live now. Y'all let me know. Give me an audio visual check in the chat. Let me know. We got a few things you see new here. We'll talk about those here in just a second. But let me know what's up. Let's see. I'm here. It's happening. Yes, I apologize for being late. I was perfectly on time. I hit the button right at the right time. Whole machine crashed. So it shows it takes about 7 minutes to reboot this and fire it back up. But all good. We're good. Awesome. So we're going to do several things here tonight. Hopefully y'all have had a good Monday, had a good weekend. Easter weekend, maybe spent a little time with family and things. And we got Mimi bringing stuff in here and trying very hard to stay out of the camera. So we're gonna try several different things tonight. One thing we've got that's brand new is this thing over here to the side of me, and you'll see what that is that's a leaderboard of the people who super chatted in the last stream and the last actual super chat that we got. Now what I'm going to try to do here is delete that data, and we're going to see if all that goes away. It may break the whole stream. I don't really know. Don't know. But I'm going to delete that data. It's going to take it a little time to refresh, but all that should go away here in just a second. And then any new super chats that come in, hopefully, will show up over there. Don't know. We just want to be able to play around with and do some different interactive things and show some stuff on the screen. And so this is just a test to see if it works. Also, we've got a title down at the bottom to kind of let folks know what we're doing. Brewzle Wills, I want to be on the leaderboard. Well, I see you show up in the Excel file. It may take just a second for all this to update. And then hopefully you'll show over there here just a second. Appreciate it, Will. Let's see, trying to, way too much going on, way too many new things, and the,
see all the new stuff.
you don't need, well, you see the, yeah, you've got a sideboard over there, which apparently is not working just yet. A lot of stuff I set up is just, the crash kind of screwed me up there. We'll see, this leaderboard may not work at all. It pulled it in. I just don't know when this thing's actually going to update. It seems to be taking a while. So, all good. So first thing we're gonna do is we're going to try some bourbon from a small distillery. This is Los Angeles Distillery. Sent me some samples here of their single barrel rye. Sent me a sample. Stephen Penny with the $9.99 super chat. Thanks for the support. And then their single barrel straight high wheat bourbon whiskey. And then I think this is a bottled in bond bourbon here as well. Now, why is this not updating? That's what's driving me crazy. You spend all this time and effort trying to get this to work, and it's like, oh, too many requests. Man, there's always something in it.
Smokey said, sorry, Will.
So it should be, yeah, it looks like it's working. I don't know.
Maybe it's just slow. You gotta give it a minute.
Who knows? Well, the problem is that we rebooted the whole freaking rig, and you just don't know, like all the title mappings and everything might have broke. We'll give it a little while. If it doesn't update, I'll just take it down, and I apologize. Smokey with the $5.01 super chat. Appreciate it. And then Penitar28 with the $5 super chat. First time watcher, can't wait to see what it's all about. Well, we're always trying to push the envelope and do something new, and apparently what I'm trying to do new here was set up and working, and then the machine crashed, and now it's broken.
It was working.
Oh, well. Brad Smith with the 3 proof membership here on YouTube. Grab us a few Glencairns if you would, Jill, and let's give these whiskeys a try. So first we're going to try these, and then we're going to talk about something kind of interesting. You can see that across the bottom. What we're actually got the wrong title here. That's nothing's working. That's nothing. All my data sources. It broke all my data sources on the reboot. So
you tried. That's what matters.
Dude, I spent
so
I spent 2 hours getting all of that stuff to work, and then the machine crashed.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Got to get that new machine working, because very frustrating.
This is very frustrating. So this is what we're going to do right here. Let's just kind of get rid of some stuff here. How about we get rid of that and that?
This is a learn as you go kind of thing, people.
Yeah, let's just get rid of that crap. Let's just.
I like
such
the
is
little thing
life.
at the bottom.
Well,
That's
yeah,
cool.
but it's supposed to be on a right title, and I got a bunch of titles I can flip through, but all my data sources are messed up, and now I can't flip through them. So, Scorpio Lifestyle with the $5 super chat. Thank you, I appreciate it. J-Bomb with the 3 proof membership. Y'all make sure y'all hit up Will and get in the Discord for the supporters only chat there as well. And after this stream is over, so we're going to try this from a small distillery in Los Angeles. We're then going to talk about a Glencairn giveaway we're doing in Discord. We're also going to talk about a potential meetup coming up in August that we are working on. We will have more details this week, but I want to get y'all's thoughts on it. And then at the top of the hour at 9 o'clock Central Time, we are going to pick, you're picking a Scotch, I'm picking a Scotch, and they are picking 3 Scotches out of the lineup that we have for us to try.
Which one did we try last week? Because that's the one I want to pick.
No, you can't pick that one. It's got to be one we haven't tried yet. Got to be one we haven't tried yet.
Okay.
And so,
you know how I'm going to pick, right?
Okay, so
you
here-
know my, like what's going to be my
what's your pick?
picking.
What's got the prettiest bottle?
Prettiest bottle.
And if y'all could pick a Scotch that I like, I'll give a Glencairn away to somebody who voted for that particular Scotch.
Oh.
I don't think there's one there I like, so I think it's safe. I think I'm
But it
going to
can't
keep
be
all
the
my
one we tried
Glencairns.
last week.
Cannot be the one we tried last week. You got to pick one of the ones. I'm going to go through all the options we have here.
Okay.
And if y'all can pick one that I like, whoever voted for it, whoever super chatted the most for it, I'm going to give a Glencairn to. All right, so this is Los Angeles Distillery, Bottle in Bond. You want to give this a Brewzle score, Gio? You want to? Okay.
I'm not sure I'm qualified to give this a Brewzle score.
All right, so bottled in bond usually means it's going to be 4 years old. All the grains are from one growing season. This can't be bottled in bond. This is a triple cask, single malt. They just put random ass stickers on this.
Oh my goodness!
Devin with the
Roberts!
$50 super chat. Man, awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark, for the 5 proof membership. Mississippi Sippers.
Bobby.
Give me the list. I bet I'll find one. I bet you won't.
Yeah.
I bet you won't, Bobby. We're gonna do it here in a minute,
know.
though. We're gonna do it.
I wouldn't bet on that.
God, I thought this was a bourbon. This is a single malt. We started with the wrong one.
What is this?
This is a single malt.
What does that mean?
It's kind of a Scotch or an Irish whiskey.
I was going to say, it does not smell like a bourbon at all.
But it said bottled in bond on the side. I think they got the wrong sticker on the wrong thing.
The dogs got loose. I got to get the children on dog patrol because the dogs want to come
Paul
down.
Graham with the $60 super chat. Lord have mercy.
Goodness.
Thank you, Paul.
you,
I appreciate it.
guys.
Now, as far as single malts go, that one's okay. But that's not what I'm looking for. Like, I thought it was a bottled in bond bourbon. This is their single barrel rye. This is single barrel straight high wheat bourbon whiskey cask strength. This is more what I'm looking for right
This has
here.
got a little bit of a weird smell to it.
It's the maltiness. All right, dogs, y'all go to bed. What y'all giving me trouble for? Somebody let them escape. Cooper's Craft cold. So there's 2 different versions of Cooper's Craft. Cooper's Craft 100 is actually really, really good.
Oh, but wait a minute.
What's that?
If this was a Scotch, I'd like it.
If this were a Scotch, you would like it.
If this is not bad at all. Like this is
I didn't say it was bad. I said it was decent for a
this is
single
pretty
malt.
good.
Why do they make these bottles so hard to get in, Jill?
No, babe.
I suck at opening things. This is like my worst thing in the whole world. This is like, I probably have nightmares about this before it's all said and done, just like me. Some people get afraid that they're on stage, and they got to talk to people. I can handle that. Me in front of people trying to open something? Lord have mercy.
That does not smell the most wonderful thing I've ever, but it tastes good.
All right, this is what I thought I was trying right here. This is a high wheat bourbon. It is, I can't even freaking read that. 5 years old, 130.8 proof right here.
Fire, go upstairs.
All right, so y'all let me know in the chat, what are y'all
Fire.
drinking?
Go upstairs.
Okay, like,
Sorry.
have a child come get the dogs.
I've been trying.
We need a dog video. Come here, Fire. Come here.
Oh, no.
Come here.
Y'all.
Come here. Right here. Get
Come
up here.
over.
Come on. Fire. Come on. Come on.
Oh, here comes Lily. She heard Fire was going to get to be on
Here's Fire.
camera. Fire.
Look at the camera.
You're
Look at the
camera
people
shy?
over there. Look at the people. Okay?
No. You're camera
No.
shy?
Oh, get down. Big old dog. All right, y'all go to bed. Go. Bed.
Can't
Go.
pick Lily up. She's
No,
too heavy.
she's a thick one. She's a thick girl.
Lily is a...
Bed. Go to
big girl.
bed. Before y'all pull one of these cords and yank something off. Lord have mercy. All right, Willett, Mixers US. Hit the like button for me if you would. We got 405 in here. Share this out if you know somebody might like to hang out and talk about bourbon.
Is that...
So
Which one is...
what we're trying to do is we're trying to find small distilleries that we can do stuff with. I've got a lot of crazy ideas. Folks that maybe we could kind of help get a little exposure and who are making really good whiskey. Like that's really what it boils down to. Folks that are making good whiskey. Nothing wrong with some water there, Cade. New Riff single barrel, Evan says. Awesome. Oh, we've got good
we have
dogs.
plenty of water.
Yeah.
Actually, thank you very much.
They're good dogs. They're not listening right now,
No, they're not.
but they were supposed to be locked up upstairs.
Ooh.
These are Los Angeles Distillery. So they reached out and just said, hey, we'd like to send you some stuff. And I was like, okay. You like that? I haven't even got to try it. I've been running my gums here.
That's interesting.
That actually is pretty good.
There's like a burnt caramel on that somewhere.
Yeah, it's a little too oaky, a little over oak,
I don't think it's...
but that's what gives it that kind of burnt flavor. And a lot of people will like that, but it's just a little
it's
too, like it got into
cream brulee.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, like
you
a
know,
toasty
Yeah,
kind of burntness on top of it.
that's good. Now, who are these people?
You could tell it's a wheater. It got a little too hot to me.
Angeles Distillery.
Like I think it was aged in kind of a warm environment.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
Los
yeah.
Angeles is not known for being particularly warm, but it could have been in a.
It's pretty hot out there.
It does.
Yeah.
But it could have been in like a a metal building or something like that.
And that's this one?
Yes.
The high wheat?
Yes.
I'm a fan of that.
That's not bad. That's not bad. It's not something I'm going to go back to over and over again, but that is not a bad pour at all. Obi with the $4.99 super
Thank
chat.
you.
First came across you reviewing Dr. Disrespect's
Respects.
bourbon a couple of months ago. Love that guy. Been following along. Amazing work. Appreciate it. Thank you. We're having a good time. Just doing bourbon reviews and hanging out, and that one definitely brought a lot of new audience. Salty, what's going on, man? Ironfish in Michigan is a good one to try. So we've got a channel in Discord where we have folks just recommend stuff for us to try, and so that's really what we're looking for: is small distilleries that we could do barrel picks with, possibly, that are doing great things. Lincoln's doing great, Eduardo. I'm trying to get some audio stuff done on it right now. We need a super chat go. Well, so what's the super? Oh, Lord have mercy. What do y'all want to do on a super chat go? Y'all tell me. Give me some ideas. What would make it fun? We already like way over any goal I would have set, to be honest with you. Y'all are pouring it out tonight. Well, we had 125. See, I had a whole freaking thing that would count this. Let's see if it's working. Let's see if it's updated.
Yeah, Will says we're past the...
Yeah, we're past the super chat goal that we didn't set. But what do y'all want? What do y'all want us to do? I don't know what happened to my... Yeah, it doesn't look like it's updated at all. Nah, it hasn't updated. Maybe next time.
Maybe
all that
next-
work and then the crash
There's
just kind of
always
kills it.
next time,
Yeah,
babe.
yeah.
There's always next time.
So what do y'all want to do on a super chat go? Make him hurt? Like, I don't know what I've got. What do you want, more Dickel Tabasco? Is that what you want? How about this? If we do another 100 on the super chat goal, I will run Dickel Tabasco through a Brita filter 3 times and then try it.
3 times. Why 3 times?
Just to see how much Tabasco it takes out of the Dickel.
Okay.
Okay. How about that?
You think that's going to make it better?
I hope so.
Pesto shot.
Have I tried John Emerald's barreled rested gin yet? I have not. He's actually, Jimmy from John Emerald, supposed to come over to the bar tomorrow and have some drinks with me so we can talk about this meetup and this event. Greg Man, shout out to the guys in Discord who helped me with pricing on 2 big scores this week. Nice. It's a great community in Discord. I don't get to spend as much time as I would like because I'm spending every minute I can just trying to create content and
then they don't
make a
work.
living. And I spent 2 hours on this tonight. I spent 2 hours on it. It was working fine, then the computer crashed.
But once you get your new thing set
A
up,
shirtless dance with that Dickel? Oof. Oh, yeah.
Nah, nope.
All right, let's go. Before we talk about the meetup and stuff, I want y'all can be thinking about this, right? Now, somebody's going to have to count. Will, John's changing oil on the 370, but says hello. Tell him I said hey.
John.
Will, you're going to have to do the counting on this. All right, you're going to have to do the counting for. And what we're going to do is take super chats, and every dollar is a vote. So, and you pick 3. So when you vote, pick 3. Okay, and whichever 3 gets the most votes. So if somebody does $5, that's $5 toward 1, 2, and 3. So let's go through our options. Y'all pick 3. I'll let y'all pick the first 3, and then we'll pick 2 after that. These are the ones we have not tried. Okay, Benriach.
Don't even.
Benriach. I don't. The Smokey 12 Speyside single malt Scotch whiskey, 3 cask matured, right there. That guy. Number 2. Dalmar cigar malt. Right there. We're not even going to include this one. That's Ardbeg 10. Honestly, we got that one open. We already tried. That bottle's not open, but I got another one. We won't even count that. All right, Macallan 12. Glengoyne. Cask strength, unchill filtered, limited batch. Glengoyne.
And another
Glengoyne. This one's 10 years. Glengoyne 10 year. Right there.
Whoa.
We're just covering Jill up.
That's okay.
And a Glengoyne 12 year. You need the older Glengoyne. We have a Dalmar Portwood right here. The Smokey 12. What is the Smokey 12? What did I miss? I don't know, Smokey. Do we have to do the Smokey 12? You talking about 12 blinds? Oh, you talking about the Smokey 12.
Yeah.
12 year? Which one?
The one
There's a couple of 12 years. There's a Glengoyne 12 year right here.
I think that may be what he's
Okay. And that because we've also
or
got
Macallan? Is Macallan
we've also
12?
got that is a Macallan 12 year.
12.
We also got a Dalmar 12 year right here. So Dalmar Portwood. This is a Sherry Cask Select 12 year. We've got Penderyn single malt whiskey, single malt Welsh. This is technically Welsh whiskey, but we'll count it. So those are our options, and y'all get to pick 3, and then Jill and I'll pick 1 each, and we'll try those here in just a little bit. But first, I want to talk about the meetup. Well, you can just move them. It's just move them out of the way. Just get them. Just get them. Y'all know what y'all are voting for. I got my favorites. We'll see. It all sounds awful. I agree, M. Smith. I agree. It's all Scotch. It's like, ugh, nobody likes that nonsense, right? I don't think I like any of these. I really don't. There's a couple. Like the cigar blend, maybe. Like that could be a little unusual. The sherry finish might be enough. So there's a few that might stand a chance, but we'll see. We'll see. So they wanted me to mention. So the Discord has hit 1,000 users. We got 1,000 people in the Discord, which is a great accomplishment. It's a really active, really awesome community over on Discord. They're dropping links in here. There's links down in the description, should be, to get over on Discord if you're into that. Just hanging out, talking about whiskey. But they wanted to do something special and give away some Glens. And so we gave away our first Glen, and we got 2 more giveaways coming. There is I think it's the announcements channel. There's a post. You just interact with that post, and we'll randomly choose somebody to give a Glen. I can't even talk. It's that kind of day. Give a Glencairn too. But I don't know. I just feel like 3 Glencairns is not enough.
Not enough.
I don't. They may kill me. They may just beat me up. I don't know. I don't even know if Seth's here. He's been running that for us, but I feel like we need to give away 6 Glencairns.
Whoa.
I don't think 3's enough. So we're going to up it to 6. We're going to give away 6 of those suckers in Discord. Make sure you're in there. Make sure you interact with that correct post in the announcements channel. and then totally free, shipped free, like the whole thing. Salty, hey man, I appreciate you. Let's catch up with the chat. Most are lower. These are lower level scotches, are they? I don't know. Like
We don't know.
I don't know. Never known anything about. I don't know anything about scotches. So, yeah, Seth, 3's not enough. It's not enough. We got to do 6. Like, come on. 1,000 people. We're gonna give away 3 measly Glencairns. That's horrible. Hey, I appreciate you being here, Joey. Make Dalmar one of them. You think that's going to be over the top? Brian with the $5 super chat. Thank you, Brian. I appreciate you hanging out. All right, so we've got a meetup we're trying to plan. Right now, tentatively, we're thinking the 19th of August, right? That's what that's the date. Make sure I say that right. So the 19th of August, we're thinking of doing a meetup. Now, we're gonna, there's gonna be some tickets because we gotta have some way of tracking who's coming. Like at least how many people are coming, right? And we don't know. I'm unsure of how many people to limit it to. Like we don't want it to get out of hand, or we don't have a big enough space or the resources or food or drinks or whatever. But we are planning some fun things. Bobby with the $4.99 super chat. He's got his votes in. The Glengoyne Cask Strength, Dalmar Sherry Cask, Benriach Smokey 12. Oh, that's what the Smokey 12 is the Benriach.
Oh,
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Now Smokey super chat makes sense. So we got a lot of votes for that one already. All right, so we're gonna do this meetup. Now we're talking about doing some crazy things. I don't know if y'all have ever had Goose Island's barrel aged stout, but it is a fantastic beer that has been, stout that has been aged in bourbon barrels. So I'm thinking about doing a store pick here pretty soon and getting some of Red Clay's beer and aging it. Maybe their Mackenzie Scotch Ale, maybe their brown ale, maybe both. Aging those in a barrel, so those will be available for that event.
Yeah, and Red Clay's our local brewery.
Yeah, Red Clay's the local brewery here. We've got Jimmy.
Well, the one that we go to most.
Yeah. There's another one, Resting Pulse here as well. But we're having Jimmy over tomorrow from John Emerald talking about maybe some things we could get him involved in as well. We may try to source a barrel or two and do a blend and create a bottle that'll only be available at that event or something like that. Devin with the $20 super chat. Glengoyne Cask Strength. Well, it sounds like we're Devin. Getting the Smokey 12 and the Cask Strength are definitely way off in the front.
You're in the lead.
Yeah. So we're planning that, but like, I don't know. I just don't. We have no way of telling how many people would come to something like that. Like, I just don't know. We're thinking of just kind of limiting it to like 200 to 300 people. And then it's like, is that way too small? Should we shoot for bigger? But like, we don't want to, if we shoot for 1,000 people and we get 200, that's a problem. If we shoot for 200 and we get 200, that's great.
Yeah. Right?
So, Mary Jessica will be there. And again, we're trying to find some really fun, cool things. That's 2. We got 2. We're 2. We're 10. We're like 1% of the way there already. Smokey's liking where this party's going. Do not like Willets. Which Willets you talking about, Triple Double?
Oh.
Some of them are good. The purple tops are fantastic. Oh,
awesome.
God, yeah.
I don't think I've had any of those.
Irish whiskey. So, Jamie, we got a bunch of Irish whiskey, too. We're probably going to do that maybe on the next stream. Maybe next Monday we do the Irish whiskey. Vortex with the Dalmar Cigar Malt, Glengoyne Cask Strength, and the Smokey 12 as well. We definitely got 2 leaders. Where are they? Did we try some? I think we might have had some in the last stream, Gage, that we already opened. We opened quite a few, but these are the ones. These are just the ones I have. They were given to me. They were very generous gifts from the folks. Generous. Yeah, from the folks at Spillway. I can't even pronounce half of these. What's a Glenalachi? Glenalachi? I don't know, Dimitri. What's up, Russell Jones? How you doing? Oh yeah, Brian, that was a fantastic. I picked up 2 more. That's how good it was. Aiden with the $2 chat. These are purely big for the name. I got you. Except for the Glengoyne. Well, the one I found. So the only Scotch I've ever had that I liked was in the last stream, and it was this Compass Box Hedonism.
Yeah, that was
literally the only Scotch I've ever had where not it's like that's okay. I could deal with that. That's not bad. Like, I would actually just come out here and have a pour of that just to have a good time. So we've got this one, and we're just trying to see if maybe there's something else that, you know, that I haven't tried. Like I haven't tried most of these. So
Did we try the other one of these?
we tried 2 of them. We did not try the
they're the
third,
same?
but it's
Oh.
a rye. You want to try the
it's
rye?
Sure.
Pour it.
Somebody said that they live in Los Angeles and they didn't really like it.
Didn't like the rye?
Didn't like the whole situation. They hadn't
Yeah.
found anything.
Well, I don't like the malt.
I like them.
I did think that wheated was a little too, I don't know, something's not quite right about it.
I kind of liked them.
But Jill kind of liked them. But maybe Jill's just easy to please. I don't know.
That could be a thing.
Glen a la Key.
Glen a la Key.
Why don't they just spell it like that?
Glen.
Why don't they just spell it like that? And then we all know.
This one is from. This is Islay. This is Ardbeg.
Yeah, the Ardbeg.
We weren't including that one. Never mind.
I mean, if y'all want to vote for it, I'll try it. But like, I know that's not going to be the one. Get a barrel pick of that and call it Brewzleisms.
Brewzle.
I think I like the rye better than I do the bourbon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now it's got definitely kind of some spiciness, but it's an interesting kind of, almost like plums or raisins along with the rye spice. Just like a strong raisin note.
Ooh,
in the mid palate. Like that's crazy. I don't think I've ever picked up that kind of raisin note. Like just sun-made, like California raisins right in the mid palate. And then it kind of finishes with the rye spice. I dig that rye. I dig that rye.
But
yeah.
What you do? You smell the raisins.
Yeah, Dougie, there are P.O. boxes in the bio. You can send me a bottle. Like we don't really take samples just because, people be crazy. And I don't want to drink whatever weird stuff somebody might send to us. If I know you, I'll take a sample, but until we get to know each other. But if you want to send a full bottle of anything, even it can be a small bottle, it just needs to be a full sealed bottle. You can send it to the P.O.
The
box.
wrappers like these had. The little.
Yeah,
you
like
can't open it.
you ain't got to send me a case of anything.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of that. Feels like it might have got a little too much H2, but it manifests itself as raisin, not as like burnt, kind of crispy wood. I appreciate it, Dougie. Just had Angel's Envy. Fantastic. Again, y'all hit that like button for me if you would. Maybe subscribe if you're new around here for some reason. Ardbeg has that wonderful campfire flavor. Ooh, I don't know. All right, looks like we've got all of our votes in that are going to come in. So you would like the raisins. So next time you come over, we'll have to try it. All right, slide these out of the way. So right now, we're looking at the... I got to look at these super chats here to remember. The Glengoyne Cask Strength.
I'm gonna try my new.
Find the Glengoyne. You got a ginger ale 0 over here.
Yeah, I tried ginger ale for the first time, and I really liked the ginger ale, but I wanted a 0 sugar version, and I found the 0.
Okay, so I think we may have had one for there. Will, who's winning? Will, let me know let me know. I think there was no other Glengoyne voted for except for the Cask Strength. There was the Smokey Ben whatever that is over there. The two.
Oh, this one had
that one. So I'm pretty sure it's these two. And then what was the third one?
These are Dalmars. All these are Dalmars.
Yeah. And then McAllen. Check Slack. Well, there's a chat right there. He could have just done that. All right, so I got the votes here. All right, you're supposed to be tallying them up and not just telling me the super chats, but all right. So Dalmar 12 got 25, so it's got to be the Dalmar 12. The Dalmar Cigar Malt. So it's Dalmar Cigar Malt, the Dalmar 12, and the Benriach.
Okay, so those 3.
Yeah.
And then we get
Glengoyne Cask Strength got a lot of votes. So I'm going to pick that one.
Look at you.
I'm gonna pick that one. So.
And then I'm gonna go with the pretty bottle.
Which one?
These are my only choices.
What this? No, the cash strength.
You're doing that one.
Yeah, I picked that one, and then those are the three they chose, and then those are your three. Are the Glengoynes over here? What do you think? It's riveting TV, Jill. It's riveting TV. Riveting.
What will Jill pick?
Dalmar Cigar. That one was picked, so we're there. These are the four we're gonna try right now, and whatever Jill picks.
Let me see what the bottle looks like.
It's all about the bottle.
It's all about the bottle.
All right, let's go ahead and get these.
Oh, hands down, that bottle wins.
The one in the box, the Macallan.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I do actually like this thing too. So.
That is a nice bottle.
That is a nice bottle.
Look
I'm
at the
gonna go
color
with
of
this
that
one,
one.
yeah.
Look at
Go
the
with
color.
this
It's got a deer on the front of it.
I'm gonna go with that one. Never mind.
Lord have mercy. I don't really understand the need to ship whiskey in tubes and things because now I just got garbage to deal with, you know.
Would you quit
Are
throwing
we
things
supposed
on
to
the
be
floor?
collecting these boxes or something? I don't really know.
Throwing the boxes in the floor.
All right, grab us 5 Glencairns. Anything with a deer means business. Stag Junior,
Oh, that's true.
right? And then we got 2 deers here.
Ooh.
Alrighty.
One.
All right, so I don't know the order here. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna start.
3.
How about we're just gonna do that? All right.
4.
And if somebody wins, if any of
4.
these, if I like any of these,
What about if I like any of these? You're not the only one here.
you're pretty easy to please.
I don't care.
Okay, if Jill likes any of these, we give away a Glencairn.
Okay. Trying to shut me out of the Glencairn giveaway. How dare you?
And if I like it, we give away another one.
Okay.
Okay. Kyle's new to the channel. Started watching your bourbon hunts. Really cool videos. What did you do before YouTube? I still do it,
Same
man.
thing he still
I'm
does.
in e-commerce. We build websites that sell things. If anybody needs any help with their e-commerce business, if you work at a business that sells stuff and I have an e-commerce site, I need money. I need to increase my bourbon budget. I need to build some websites. So, okay.
Ooh, which one is this?
That's a little better than I thought it was going to be right off the
Glengoyne.
nose. That's the Glengoyne Cask Strength.
I love how you put
It sounds like Glengoyne.
Glengoyne.
Glengoyne?
Going.
Hey, he's got to be silent.
Glengoyne. Is the Y silent? Glengoyne. Someone, how do we pronounce this? Uncle Nate, help us out.
Okay. Not bad. That's not bad. I don't like it. It's not bad. The maltiness is still kind of strong with it, but the flavors other than the maltiness are really
The
pleasant.
maltiness is strong.
Yes, the maltiness is strong with this one.
With this one.
But without the maltiness, that one would be really good. Like all the flavors outside of the maltiness. And I get it. It's a Scotch. It's supposed to have maltiness. Everybody's like, well, you're not supposed to complain about the maltiness. It's a Scotch. Well, that's what I don't like. So what are we supposed to do, man? What are we supposed to do? I don't know. It's my worst nightmare. I got 6 bottles to open in front of people. We're just going to, just grip it and rip it. Russell Jones with the $10 super chat, man.
We'll, on this episode of Southerners, try to pronounce things.
Yes. This is Dalmar. I think I got that one right. Probably not. Portwood Reserve Dalmar. That looks like something I would like. What is it? You like it?
I'm not against that.
You just trying to give away Glencairn.
I'm not against that.
Okay.
Did we say thank you to Russell?
I did say Russell.
Okay.
Thank you, Russell.
Sorry.
Appreciate it, Russell.
Ooh. I'm not against that.
Okay.
That one has like a...
Oh, no. Again, there's some flavors there I like, but it's just... It's so frustrating because if I like maltiness, these would be wonderful, right? Like that, whatever that Portwood is on the finish is just great, but everything leading up to that is not. Oh.
Will said we're supposed to have our pinkies up when we drink.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Scotch. We gotta be sophisticated. Glengoyne. I think I got it.
Darth Vader Eats says Southerners try to pronounce things would be great. I would definitely watch that one. I don't know if anybody else has seen this, but there's this guy on TikTok, and he does like that. He basically does like the things Southerners, that are just what we do. Just like, oh, bows. There was one about bows and how your baby's bow is like way bigger than its head. It just, if you haven't seen him, he's got like longer hair. I have to show it to you. He's hilarious. I love him.
Sounds funny.
I forgot his
This big bottle right here
TikTok name, but he's so funny.
Benriach.
Oof, this one doesn't.
Maybe. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced. Are you talking about over there? The Glen... It's got to be this one. They're talking about the big bottle. Okay, that's the Glengoyne.
Oh, no.
No? Not your jam? It's got a good finish. Like, you say no, and then it hits you with good flavors at the end, right? It's like, you...
When it first hit
you
my
tricked
tongue,
me.
I was like, no. But now I'm not against it either.
Chris says there's a local distiller I want to tour. They don't say how long or how they aged their bourbon. So if it's a bottle in bond, I don't know. Like legally, I think they have to age it in like 53, 55 gallon barrels. It has to be 4 years. It has to be in a federally bonded warehouse. So if it's a bottle in bond, like theoretically they shouldn't be cutting any corners on it, but there may be some loopholes there that allow them to do that. So if they're doing a bottle in bond, then they have to say how old it is, or at least it has to be more than 4 years old.
Isn't that the one I picked? Because of the bottle?
Yes.
I didn't do so well.
You did not do so well.
I'm sorry. I didn't do so well.
This cigar blend is a lot better than the Portwood. And I think maybe my taste buds are dying just a little bit. I think that's what we've done. We've managed to kill my taste buds with some Scotch to where the maltiness is not as strong. I'm still not going to say I like it, but now I'm scared that I might actually like one of these because my taste buds have quit on me.
Or maybe you just like it.
Maybe. Couple of drops of water, Nate says. It's fair enough, Nate. We'll do that. Yeah, it has to be distilled and bottled by the same company, right? Yeah, they can't. So it has to be, grains have to be grown in one growing season. It has to be distilled, aged in a federally bonded warehouse, and bottled by the same folks, right? So there are just rules around it that means they shouldn't have cut any corners. So when I see a bottle in bond, normally I'll buy it. If it's a small distillery, that just means, hey, this stands a really good chance. It's quality whiskey. Now, whether it tastes any good, it doesn't mean that, right? Because they could use the worst grains in the world or use some crazy distilling process or, way over oak it or whatever. But it does mean they shouldn't have been able to cut any corners with it. Timmy, Colorado 291 Cask Strength Bourbon has been my new go-to. They are adding some interesting things. I'll have to check that out, man. I haven't tried it. What is it? You don't like it?
Nope.
This is the Smokey 12. This is Smokey's choice here. Benriach. Benriach? Benriach. Oh, God. No. No. Oh, no. No. Oh. That gag a maggot. How's an old-fashioned one Scotch? I think it would be terrible.
Oh.
If it's like that, like super smoky, peaty.
Oh.
I just ate a whole first aid kit. That's what that tastes like a whole bunch of rubber bands. Just ate them all. Oh.
You got so hungry, you had to eat all of that.
Anthony with the $4.99 super chat. Been watching for a couple of months and have found some of the bottles from the Springfield, Missouri hunts. The Green River was okay. I'll get it out here in a minute and give it a little taste, but it was all right. I didn't love it. I hear good things about the wheated, but the one I got was just all right. Wasn't bad, wasn't great. The Ben Holiday was actually really nice. The Rocktown I thought was slightly too oaky, but all right. This is Dalmar Sherry Cash 12. I got high hopes for this. I think sherry and Scotch go really well together.
Oh my gosh, do you know what that tastes like?
First aid kit.
Listerine.
An inner tube. Okay. Yeah.
Listerine. It tastes like Listerine.
I'll be honest, I like Listerine better. Office supplies and bad life decisions. Yes, but on the flip side, if I get to hang out with all y'all, I'll drink bad whiskey all day long. So it's not bad life decisions. Maybe it's really good life decisions. I get to sit here and drink for free, like I didn't even pay for these, what other people would consider good whiskey, and I get to make fun of. Tater! I'm late, but I made it. $20 for the bourbon budget. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It just tastes like, okay, I might have saved the best one for last, Jill.
I don't know if I can taste it after the last
My taste
one.
buds are shutting down.
Ooh.
I just had one that destroyed my taste buds, like destroyed it.
Like I feel like I need some.
And
Dr.
this one
Pepper
smells
after that.
nice. I got a call to make here. It's close. That's close.
What is this one?
That's the sherry cask. I'm telling you, sherry is the hedonism sherry finish as well?
Maybe. Is it Uncle Nate? I don't know.
Blended grain Scotch whiskey.
Yes, Uncle Nate said yes.
So this is a sherry Scotch whiskey maker. I don't see, but yeah, like sherry and
That
Scotch.
is where you found your sweet spot on the.
That's where, like, I don't really love finished whiskeys usually, but apparently I only drink finished Scotches. Exactly, Lowell. Exactly. Yeah, the peated ones definitely are more Band-Aid forward, but even, like, the maltiness is something I've got to get used to. And I don't think I'll ever like a peated Scotch. I just don't think I'll ever like it. But I think I could get on board with some of these others if I could get over my distaste for the maltiness. And this one definitely still has that maltiness. I don't love the smell, but it's decent. Like that's decent. Did you like this one? Mm-hmm. You liked this one? Mm-hmm. So you're giving away a Glencairn? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing?
But to this one.
To that one. That's the one.
That's
the best one.
better.
Anthony Young with the $4.99 super chat. I wished I'd asked before I bought it. I picked up the Green River over the holiday. Ooh. I mean, again, Japanese whiskey is usually single malts, and that's just not. I need to get into more into Japanese whiskeys. I'd be willing to bet there's some of them that I would really love, especially like maybe if they're finished in sherry finish. But I don't know. There's so much bourbon to buy. There's just so much. I could never try all the bourbons. Every time I go somewhere, it's like they got 17 bottles I've never heard of, and then they come out with a new one every week. So, sure, at some point, but. All right, we just need to go ahead and we're just going to give away 2 Glencairns.
You like that one?
Yeah, I'm going to call that one a win.
Yeah.
I don't love it. I didn't say I love it.
You had to love it.
I didn't say I had to love it.
You said you had to
I like it. I like it. Now, I think it's because my taste buds shut down, but that still counts, right? There were no rules. I didn't put any rules around it.
No stipulations.
No stipulations. Oh, me and tequila don't get along there, rookie.
That'd be a whole
Try a bottle of
channel.
Bunna 12.
Whole different channel, but that ain't.
What the heck is Bunna Habit? I think he's just making stuff up at this point. I think Joe is just making stuff up. It's just like start it, put a U in it, an H somewhere, and just string a bunch of letters together and call it a Scotch.
Call it a night.
The Discord bot is back! Yay! I have had some hibiki in a bar. The one I had I didn't love, but Star with the $4.99 super chat. Been watching for a while. Turned 21 a few months ago and just bought my first bottle of bourbon. Old Forester 100 proof. That's a good one, man. You did good. Now, for your first, if you're drinking it neat, you want a Glencairn. You can get these, like, there should be a link in the bio for the stuff on my bar on Amazon. They're a lot cheaper there. I mean, you can get them with my logo on them, but, like, realistically, the cheap ones drink exactly the same. Get a Glencairn if you're going to be drinking it neat. And the 100 proof might be a little much for you. You might want to start with the 86 proofer if you're just trying to get into it. But that's a fantastic bottle. I love that one a lot. Give it a bit of 18. Exactly. Exactly. What's up, Jonathan? Bunna. See, that's the thing. It's like they just made it up. If people are going to shorten it to Bunna. Like we're not even going to try to write it down anymore. Bunna 12 is fantastic.
Bunna 12.
I bought an Eagle Rare 10 at a grocery store. Man, that's great, Joe. Hopefully you didn't pay too much for it. Those things can get kind of crazy secondary, but I don't know about any grocery stores marking it up. If you got it for less than $50, it's a good buy. I buy anytime I see Eagle Rare for less than $50, I pick it up. Old Forester Statesman is fantastic. Like everything Old Forester makes is really good. The Statesman has a little more caramel to it for me. At least I don't have a bottle now. I think we drank all of mine and I didn't buy another one. But what's going on, Poor Bourbon? Justin, what you missed is us going through a lot of these scotches and seeing if I could find one I liked. So I think we have officially tried all of the scotches that you sent with us, except for 2 Glengoynes. But like you liked the Glengoyne.
I did.
So I feel like now we need to try the other 2 Glengoynes.
I'm gonna have to save that for another situation.
Just like some other time.
Yeah.
But I did like this Dalmar right here. The sherry, sherry and Scotch seems to work for me. It seems to mask some of the maltiness. Having a pretty good one there, Whiskey Romance. Good to see you over here. I'm not a big Scotch person, so we're just kind of learning and kind of getting into it here, and probably making a lot of Scotch drinkers mad at me.
Well, you did find one.
I did find.
You found
like,
2
you're right.
in the last
You're right.
2 weeks that you like.
That's crazy.
And for
I
you
didn't
to
think it would
say
happen.
that,
I didn't think it would
huge.
happen. Didn't think it would be an actual thing.
So I think that is definitely motivation for our Scotland, Ireland trip.
So we're talking about going. She wants to go. Like we'll be married 25 years this year. I know what you're thinking. I don't know how I put up with her for 25 years either, but
Really?
I did. Yes.
Okay.
It's probably the bourbon that helped.
Well, you
But
just started drinking bourbon like a couple years ago. Don't even.
it's longer than a couple.
5.
Well, the last 5's been tough. Chill. So she wants to go to Scotland. She's like, well, let's go to Scotland. I was like, that would be funny to go to Scotland and go bourbon hunting in Scotland and see what I could find. So that would be fun.
Not sure we should do bourbon hunting in Scotland.
You think we should do Scotch hunting? Like, I don't even know what to look for.
I don't either.
I don't have to take Nate with us.
Do they
That'd
have
be weird.
bourbon? Would they have some?
I would think so, yes.
Okay.
And if
Then
they don't, that'd make the video. It'd be great. I wouldn't find anything. It'd be wonderful.
All right, totally. We can totally do that. Yeah.
25 years.
Underwater.
It's a long time. Yeah, we need to give away 2 Glencairn. So y'all figure out who to give them to.
Oh, but we're supposed to give them to the people who voted for these things, right?
Nah.
No, we
I don't
just
think
do whatever. Okay.
Well, whoever voted for the one that I liked, whoever voted the most for the one I liked, I was going to give them a Glen, and then we'll do a random one.
Okay.
So did anybody vote for the Dalmar Sherry Cask Finish 12? Y'all let me know. Whoever voted the most, whoever donated the most for that bottle gets a Glencairn, and then y'all pick somebody randomly. Whatever. No, do it here. Do somebody in the chat, and then they'll need to get in Discord or send us a message or something to capture that. So you should have 2 codes there, Seth, or the same code you could give away twice, because we're still got 2 giveaways going over on Discord, and I'll just bump that code so it'll work for 5 giveaways instead. Actually, I'm going to bump it so it'll work for 8, because you're going to give away 6 in the Discord. Yeah, I appreciate it on the 25. So that's going to be a fun video if we do it. The bourbon hunting videos are actually doing really well, so we want to keep those going. Try to take those to the next level. But I want to talk about this meetup. And if y'all have got any ideas for how we can make the most awesomest meetup ever. If you're interested, so it's probably going to be a ticket because it's going to cost us a bunch of money, and I don't have any. We're going to buy I'm thinking about buying like 100 gallons of beer and aging it in barrels, and then we're talking about buying a couple of barrels of whiskey and blending them. So those will be for sale, but like we've got a venue. We're talking about maybe some live music, that kind of thing. So it might be like $100 ticket or something to go to this thing. We'll see. We're still trying to figure out the price. We may have some merch that we give away with it and stuff like that. Like we'll figure out how to make it worth it. But Uncle Nate says $250 a ticket. So we might do like that and like a VIP thing the night before. So like we'll do a normal thing on Saturday, and then Friday do something at John Emerald where maybe we buy into a barrel. He's got a bottle and bond, so he'll have some new make. We can maybe see him barrel the thing. Like, I don't know. I'm talking to him about what we can do there. And then every year at the meetup, we can take that barrel and sample it right, and see what it's about. It would be in Opelika, Alabama there, Craig.
Yes.
Booze Cruise, Millbrook. Scotland Bourbon Hunt would be fun. So I'm trying to do it here. I want to support John Emerald. I want to support Red Clay. And I want to bring more people to Opelika. And I think if it
Those
works,
are some of our favorite places.
If it works, I would like to try to expand it. Maybe we, over 2 or 3 years, we can expand it and do like a bourbon festival here. And I'm talking to several distilleries about maybe coming in and giving away samples and, really small distilleries, regional stuff that folks maybe haven't tried before. So, well, that's Steph. That's exactly what we're talking about, right? So, like, I haven't really toured Big Bore Whiskey. Like, we're already doing it. We're already talking to. So we went over to Mississippi and hung out with. I don't know if you saw some of the folks in the chat here from Spillway and the Mississippi Sippers. We, I think Justin and
Bobby.
What's his name? But it's like Mississippi Sippers, Bobby. I think in the chat. So we hung out with them. They introduced us to Crittenden's. So I'm gonna go. I'm going to the Kentucky Derby to film there. I think I might be staying in a boat in like the harbor in Louisville. Like, I don't even freaking know. People say you want to do this. I just say yes. I don't know. It may lead to my murder.
Means
but
he's not taking me because I would just never do random stuff.
yeah,
like
Jill would not do random stuff, but I just like yes. You want to do this? Like yes, I will take that. I don't know for sure, but like going to do that. Do the Kentucky. When I get back, I'm going to go try to do Crittenden's, film a video, and do a barrel pick with him. We might buy several barrels. We'll see. Like I'm talking, maybe hook up with the sippers and do some stuff. Like they've got a lot of fun ideas and fun experiments they're doing, and I'd like to try to work with them on some stuff. Maybe work with Spillway on some stuff there as well. We're talking to 13th Colonies over in Georgia, but their barrel pick program's not really ready yet, and they've got some. Some of their bigger buyers, they've promised stuff too, so I got to kind of wait in line on that. I've hit up Frey Ranch, but it'll be at least next year before we could do anything with them. I'm talking to Short Barrel and Old Fourth over in Georgia. Sent them an email, but they haven't responded. I talked to them on Facebook. They said send an email. I haven't heard, so I got to follow up on that. So, like, that's what I want to do. I would much rather go tour these small distilleries and do some fun stuff and give them some exposure, especially when they're doing good whiskey. So anytime I find a small distillery that's got a good bottle of whiskey, we're going to reach out to them. Anthony Young with the $1.99 super chat. Are you ever going to hunt in Tennessee? Yes. So I'm probably going to go to Nashville and do some stuff and then head up to the Derby. And then on the way back, maybe probably go to like Chattanooga or something like that. Yeah. Timothy with the $5 super chat. Have you done a review of the Wild Turkey Rare Breed? I have not done a review of Wild Breed or Rare Breed. Wild Turkey Rare Breed. I can't say it.
Wild Breed.
Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Have
that.
not. Wild Breed. We'll just call it that from now on, for short. But it's fantastic. Like that's the review. It's everything you want in a bourbon if you like high proof, for sure. Come out to Colorado and 291 Distillery. I may have to do that. We're talking about maybe trying to get out west. I know we may have a reason to go out to Utah here soon. We've had some liquor stores in like Montana reach out. Like we may try to make it. Try that Dalmar. This Dalmar is actually, this is my second favorite Scotch ever.
You're pouring another.
Yeah, just
Look at you.
a little sample. Yeah,
Look
no.
at you.
Buy some local bourbon. Exactly. An actual bourbon hunt in Kentucky. I'm sure we'll do that when we're up there for the Derby. Absolutely.
Oh, you can do that when you're in the.
I'm sure. Yeah. You should go.
I can't go.
Well, I can't help it. Taylor Swift concerts are the same weekend as Kentucky Derby.
I can't help that either.
I'm located in Opelika, Alabama. There, Noah. Ethan with the $9.99 super chat. Century Farms Distillery in Northwest Iowa has some fantastic offerings. I'd love to try that. That's what's great. Like there's so many small distilleries doing good stuff, but you never hear of. They got regional distribution. We could do a barrel pick. I can drop it at a retailer that could ship it pretty much nationwide, and we can help launch them to a new audience and maybe help them get distribution in other states. I think that would be fun. Anthony's in Chattanooga and love to see the master at work. Yeah, sure, Anthony. Like I really would prefer if I go into a town to have somebody local that knows the stores and can tell me where to go.
Yeah.
So I'm open to that. Just be in the Discord, man. That's where I go in there and I'll say, hey, I'm going to be in this town. Anybody here, and we'll see if we can get together and make it work. Will says he's going now. He was debating it. I don't know if,
Oh, to the Derby?
Yes, he's thinking about going with me. He says he's going. He was thinking about it, and now he's
Yeah.
going. So I don't know. Maybe he's committed, but it's going to be like 5 or 6 days. Maybe. Yeah, we probably wouldn't get home till Monday, and then we would leave Monday. So I don't know if he's going to dedicate a week. We'll see. The port finish. Didn't we have it? Was the other one a port finish? The cigar malt. What's that one over there?
Cigar malt and Portwood.
Portwood. I didn't think it was
like
better.
that one.
I didn't think it was better. I thought the sherry was better than the Portwood.
They do have a pretty bottle. I'll
Michael, any
that.
good suggestions for a whiskey? Yeah, man. What are you looking for? That's the question. 5 proof membership. Eddie Ware. Appreciate it, man. So if you're just going out and about and you're just walking into any liquor store anywhere, grab an Evan Williams bottle and bond, $17 here in Alabama, 100 proof, fantastic whiskey. That Wild Turkey Rare Breed that folks were asking about earlier, that's probably the best, high proof, regularly available bottle out there. Wild Turkey 101's a really good thing. If you can get a Russell's Reserve store pick, normally those are really nice. Four Roses single barrel, all great, fairly available whiskeys. Show early times, old versus new. Okay. Could you grab those 2 early times right there over there on the end?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Any bourbons for beginners? So Tyler, I've got a whole video on the channel where I go over the best bourbons for beginners. I go over 8 and I give you reasons why, right? So it takes a little while to go over 8 different bourbons and reasons why. So that's check that video out if you would. It's there's a lot of them. Okay, so I always get, when I bring this up, I always get somebody that's like, oh, it's the same whiskey, you're an idiot. And that's cool. That's a fair opinion. So this is the old guy. This guy right here was made by Brown-Forman, owned by Brown-Forman, put out by Brown-Forman. Brown-Forman owns a lot of brands you may know, like Woodford Reserve and Jack Daniels and Old Forester, and at the time, Early Times. And this was a 700, I think it was, this actually might be a liter too, but it's a little fatter bottle, a little short, and it has a black plastic screw top, right? They sold this brand to Sazerac. Now, Sazerac makes fantastic whiskey. They make some of your favorites like Pappy's and Buffalo Trace and, lots of different. So Weller, I love the Weller stuff. And they bought this label, but they also bought the whiskey, right? Theoretically, this whiskey's still coming from the same source. It's still the same whiskey. Theoretically, they were putting in this bottle, but they changed the bottle shape. It's a little taller now. And it's got a blue, when you just see it, it's hard to tell the difference in size. The way you really tell is it's got a blue metal screw top, and it'll have shrink wrap plastic over the top of that. And so this bottle here is still good. This is still a really good budget whiskey. But to me, in every blind I've done, and I've done 3 or 4 of them across at least 2 different bottles here, every time I blind them, this one tastes similar to that one, but all the intangibles are better. The mouth feels better. The consistency of it's better. The flavors are a little better and more intense, even if the bottle is mostly empty compared to a new one. And so I just stand by the fact that, to me, this is a better bottle of whiskey, even though it's very simple. They didn't change hardly anything here. And so I don't know if it's getting in there a little younger now. I don't know if it's coming from a less desirable place in the rick house now. I don't know if just metal screw tops suck and black plastic screw tops are better. I don't know why. I don't care to know why. All I know is I prefer this bottle by this much. And when it's a cheap bourbon, that much is a lot of much, right? So when I see them, I buy them. Crypto with the 5 proof membership. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. You see early, so you're not seeing the bottle and bond early times. You're just seeing old, just normal old early times. This is 100 proof bottle and bond, minimum 4 years old, early times. Joshua, favorite distillery? It's got to be Buffalo Trace. They make, Weller Antique 107's my fave. That's my best. That's my ride or die right there. And so that has to be my favorite distillery. Although We have been loving, if you're talking about small distillery, we have been loving some Frey Ranch lately.
Oh, yes.
That liquor lineup store pick was like out of this freaking world. I would, dude, if I could put my name on one of those bottles, one of those barrels, I would absolutely love it. After anything Scotch, okay, after trying Scotch, okay, you know I loved you, always have. Okay, well, thank you, Travis. I appreciate it. I had to read that like twice. I'm down to Travis. Like, we can't keep up with all the chats. I apologize. If you have a question, ask more than once. I'll do everything I can to get back to it. Bourbon hunting in Ohio, probably maybe soon. So Maggie's about to go to Ohio to have some car audio done to her. We got to get the radio restored, and we're having some new speakers put in her because I'm having to, when I take Maggie out on the road, I just turn Pandora on my phone, and I just put it in my pocket like this, and it just plays there. I have a Bluetooth speaker in there, but it's always dead, so I never can use it. So it's time we got some tunes in mags, right? Like, that's a quality of life issue right there. Like, I need some decent tunes. So she's going to go to Ohio, and then I'm going to go pick her up when it's done in, I don't know, a few weeks, whatever. Okay. It depends. Like, sending the radio off and having that restored is the longest part. The speakers won't take long at all, but we got to send the radio off. Because we're going to have modern internals put in that old radio. But when that's done, I'm going to go pick her up, and we've got another bourbon channel up there, a smaller bourbon channel that we're going to maybe do some bourbon hunting stuff with. And if I find some Weller Antique 107, I'm going to buy all the store has. I don't care how much they have. They could have like 17 cases. I'm going to be like, will you sell me 17 cases? They're like, yes. I was like, let me run to the bank and see if I can get a loan real quick. I'm taking them with me. 17 cases. If that's what they got, I'm taking them with me.
17. All right.
Yep.
No, I don't think that's a good idea.
Okay. Oh, Travis says it's a Braveheart reference. It's been a while. I wanted to watch Braveheart the other day. But like every good movie's rated R. And it's like, I can't watch this with the children. Don't bother hunting in Ohio, but they're supposed to be the land of Weller.
Yeah.
Apparently the Braves won with a walk-off home run.
Said Ohio is not for allocated, but Weller flows from the tap.
Hey, if it's got 107, that's all I need, man. I'll be honest. If all I could ever get is Weller Antique 107, I'd just be fine. If I weren't trying to create content, half of those bottles behind me would just be Weller Antique 107 for sure.
Someone said you won't get 107 there unless you line up on Saturday morning with the rest of the taters.
Well, I'm the king tater, man. I got like a crown. I need a crown of potatoes. That's what I need. I need a potato crown. Tan won the Glencairn. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you hanging out. Congratulations on the win. Texas is the land of Weller. So I've got to be in Texas in July. We got to do some bourbon hunting then. Your kids should watch R-rated movies is good for them. Do I really want to explain to my children, preteen girls, that, the English lords used to force all of the married women? Just conversation for later, man. It's just conversation for later. Anthony Young, the JD 12-year. I have not, man. That stuff is not dropped in Alabama, so it's hard to come by. Aloha, why not? Appreciate it, Michael. Thank you for hanging out, man. Always find Weller, yeah. I'm your favorite inspiration. Oof, that's a lot. That's a lot of weight to bear, man. Thank you, though. Do I think Stag is overrated? Yes, and it's still really good. Like it's probably overrated, but it's still delicious. You just saw Weller Antique 107 traveling through Mississippi. Yeah, but it was like marked up. Was it like ridiculous price? Because I can find it for that. Another local bourbon swap. Yes. So Russell, probably a week from Wednesday. I'm thinking about having a little get together, a little bottle swap a week from Wednesday. Making it to Dallas Fort Worth in July. Probably not Dallas Fort Worth. I may drive through Dallas. We may come through Shreveport and north, but I'll probably drive over to Austin. Yeah, I realize I've got CYPB somewhere. I've got a couple of bottles here for sure. Pretty good stuff. Has Blue Label been suggested? Blue Label what? The Wilderness Trail stuff I have a bottle here. I want to say it's a 6-year. It's actually really good. Special Reserve's pretty good. Nothing wrong with it. Colonoscopy with the $5 super chat, man. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. The Redbreast cask strength. So now Redbreast is Irish, right? It's not a Scotch, but the Redbreast sherry finish, 12-year-old Redbreast PX finish, again sherry finish. My favorite Irish whiskey. I found it. The sherry brings all of that fruitiness, and so now I need like sherry bourbons. I don't know if I've had a sherry bourbon. Have I had a sherry bourbon? Maybe it's probably blended with some other stuff. I don't know if I've just had a straight sherry finished bourbon, but apparently I need to be trying this crap. So, yeah, Damon, you could call it luck. There's some luck to it. Also, there's luck. It's just luck. You're right. Because one of them, literally, somebody was watching this. I said I needed one. They're like, here, you can have it. I was like, yes, great. And then the folks at Spillway blessed me with another one there for coming over and hanging out with them. California is expensive bourbon-wise. Everywhere nowadays is pretty much expensive, man. Old Elk Sherry, I'm going to have to grab that one. Rabbit Hole Derringers is sherry finished? Which Rabbit Hole I got now?
I don't know. Belmead Sherry?
I haven't had that one. I've seen it, but I haven't had it. Now I gotta find this Rabbit Hole. I have it. I have a Rabbit Hole. I think it's a Derringer. Another super chats. $5 super chat from Colonoscopy, New Hampshire. Awesome. I appreciate it.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yeah, appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Okay, nope, that's Cave Hill. I had a Derringer. I drank the Derringer, but it's been a long time. Maybe it's the Derringer. I forget. Booker's 2023. Haven't had that yet. Calumet Farm 15. It's pretty good, but it's gotten overpriced. Like that thing, I want to say it was like $120 or so originally, and then it started getting some hype, and every time I see it, it's like $170, $180, and at $120, it's too much money for it. But it is a pretty good bottle of whiskey for sure. Has anyone suggested Glenriach? Their 18-year Alardis is amazing. If it's not sherry finish, it's probably not going to work out for me. I'm just going to, if I go out looking for Scotch, I'm just going to buy everything with a sherry finish to it. Still almost, yeah, where are you going? We were 630, 640 at one point. What'd you say about?
Someone said Penelope Rose. Is it Rose or Rose?
Rosé probably, yeah. Haven't tried that. I'm gonna have to get some sherry cask finished stuff.
Starlight has a sherry finished bourbon.
Eagle Rare, like 32. If you can get Eagle Rare for $32, buy it all day long. Oloroso. So Oloroso, yeah. So that's a sherry. I think we have some stuff in the bottles down here. We've got a bunch of stuff that Spillway sent back with us, and I think there might be some. You know what? There is one of those Crittendens is sherry finish. We're gonna have to break that out. Richard, FYI, you won't get any store picks here in Ohio. OHLQ owns every drop of... So, like, Alabama's kind of similar, but they still do store picks. They buy the store picks, and then they distribute them. And there's actually... I was talking to a liquor store up in North Alabama that's actually doing their own, which is unusual. Russell with the $2 super chat. I have some ryes you need to try. Well, next Wednesday, bring them to the house, man. Chance with the $5 super chat. Met you at Spillway. Great time. Any more public appearances? Well, we're talking about doing a meetup in August. My schedule is just crazy. Public appearances is an interesting way of putting it. I feel like so. Let me tell y'all a little bit of a story here. Let me get through. Anthony Young with the $4.99 super chat. Love the wife getting more involved in vids. I can be like, look, babe, yeah, you can hunt together. Exactly. Yes. There's no reason it can't be a family affair. Well, like at least a husband-wife affair. Keep the kids out of it. But yeah, no reason. I've been creating content for a long time, mostly around e-commerce content. Nobody wants to watch that crap, right? Nobody wants to watch it. It's good, like it's good for business. We make great videos, and I've had a few folks like, "Aren't you the bourbon guy?" when they see the videos, and I'm like, "Yeah," but I've been doing this a lot longer, and it's one of the reasons we were actually able to grow as fast as we did is because we've been doing it forever. Like we know how to create content. We were just talking about stuff nobody wanted to hear. And so we've been doing this channel on YouTube since July, and it's grown like crazy. But if I go to events around here, like people just know me. I've been at these events for a few years now. People just know me, and so I'm coming back from. I was in Vegas, and I'm coming back from Vegas, and I had to stop and take pictures with 2 or 3 people in the airport. A couple of folks in Vegas, and then one person in Atlanta, which I love. I absolutely love it. Jill's a little freaked out by it if she's with me, but I absolutely love it. And then we go to this event in Mississippi, and this is the first time folks are starting to like act like I'm a celebrity of some sorts, like they're a little nervous and they're excited that we're there and they're throwing liquor at us. And I'm like, this is weird. Like, this is just a strange, like, I just can't. So when you say, are you going to have public appearances? Like, I'm publicly appearing all over. I was at Home Depot yesterday. It's like.
Come to the Home Depot tomorrow.
Yeah, come to Home Depot. I got to pick out some paint samples for my garage tomorrow. I'm happy to appear anywhere I have time, right? We get all sorts of invites at this point, and I'm trying to do I'm literally trying to go to everything I get invited to that I can make it. But there's lots of things I can't make it to. Like, that's just kind of where we're at right now, right?
Currently, you're going to go to the Derby.
We're going to the Derby.
That's the next.
We got
thing,
invited to the Memphis thing next Monday. There's like a Memphis Bourbon Club doing a thing next Monday. They're going to have Blue Note there. I was like, that would be fun, but I can't make it to Memphis on Monday. Yeah. Got a lot of work to do. E-commerceaholic. They're pushing my e-com. Yeah, we got we did that we've been doing that for 5 or 6 years. We got 6,000 subs, and we do 1,000 subs a day over here. Will I come to your birthday party, Seth? Maybe. For you, maybe. It depends on when and where. It can be stressful. Here's the thing. The more successful your videos are, the more hate you get. Right? That is how it is. Now some of our videos that are the most successful are really dumb. I'll admit, we're putting bourbon in a humidifier, spill it all over the place, or we put Weller in a lawnmower. Those are trolly. They deserve a little hate, but it's, you just got to understand people are dumb. Weller Antique 107 in California for $99. Not a great price, but it'd be tempting if I don't have one for sure. Abalor 12, don't know anything about it. Bring magic tricks. I used to know one. Appreciate it, Daniel. I'll be down. I'm not going to Taylor Swift, but if I were going, why not dance? I'm having some problems with this knee. I played a little basketball, and I think I don't know. I think I may have tore a hamstring or something. So probably not, but I'll be bobbing my head if I went. Shoot first, ask questions later. Yeah, I understand. Glenlivet Caribbean Reserve sounds pretty good. And rum barrels, I bet that would be good. Oh yeah, David. They don't bother me. They don't bother. They can't get to you if you're not. After a while. So after what we do is we just pay attention to the comments for the first couple of days, and then when it starts breaking out, we just leave it be. That video is just dead to us. Move on. More hunting videos. So realize they're doing really well. We're trying to do one hunting video every single week. That's what we're focusing on. Where the reviews are not getting the views. So reviews don't get views, hunting videos do. So we're changing up the reviews. We're going to do more reviews. I want to do more reviews, not less, but we're just going to kind of change up how we do them. And we'll kind of talk about that when it's all said and done. Turn water into bourbon? No, but I can turn bourbon into water.
You can spill bourbon all over the bar.
I did like the Ben Holiday, Ryan. I'm going to have to reach out to them and see about doing something. Any plans to do a comparison between Weller 107 and Old Rip 10? I think we had done that early on one of these live streams. But sure, that sounds like a pretty good idea. Eagle Rare for $70, I'd pass on it. What's the most we should pay for Blanton's? It's tough. Anytime Blanton's is under $100, I buy it. Now, do I think it's worth $100? No, but somebody always wants it, right? It makes great gifts for people that are just slightly into bourbon, that want it but can't find it. So I just keep it stocked at under $100 to give away mostly. Rouge whiskey? I don't think I've tried that one. Did I try that one? I don't remember that one. I may have it. I don't know. We got a lot of bottles we haven't tried yet. Where the money holes at? Can you go over prices to buy all the Wellers? I mean, what price? I don't know. If you're talking about secondary prices, sure. Special Reserve is $30-40 secondary. 107 is going to be $100 to $120 secondary. The 12 is crazy. I think it's like $250. Full proof gets up to like $350 these days. CYPB is like, I don't know. You probably realistically could buy it for $5 or $6. I've seen it for as much as $7, and single barrels like $7. Now, are they worth it? No, none of those are worth any of those prices. Are you in talks to get sponsors for the vids? I need to, Anthony. I've told Will, like, we got to have sponsors for the vids. Like, that would really make, like, we could do so much more with these bourbon hunting videos if we get sponsors. Realistically, it's just the channel's new, and we're still trying to figure it out. And honestly, so when we the 2 bourbon hunting videos ago, that video got like 15,000 views. And I was like, that's pretty good. That's decent. I like it. We'll go with that. And then the next 2 have gotten like, 50,000+, 70,000, I think, on one of them, and drug those last few up. So that number of views is still kind of new for us. So we're only like 2 weeks into this. We're getting enough views where we might actually be able to do something, right? Never see bookers in Texas. They release bookers like quarterly, right? Isn't there a batch every quarter? I know there's at least 3 batches a year. I think there's 4, so should release regularly. Found a black cap Dickel bottled in bond today. Nice.
Is that like that one over there that you have?
Are we streaming on Facebook? We're streaming on Facebook. I didn't even know we were streaming on Facebook. I'll be honest, like the Facebook stream is significantly better. So apparently my bit rate is too high. So I went in there and took my bit rate down, and I deleted the Facebook stream, and then the computer crashed.
And so
apparently now we are also streaming on Facebook, and I did not even know it.
Awesome.
Didn't even know it. So you learn something every minute, apparently. So apparently, if you're watching on Facebook, I apologize. I've not been paying attention to your comments because I did not even know. My whole, like, if y'all weren't here at the beginning, the whole streaming rig just crashed at the start of this. As soon as I hit go live, it crashed. And then I had to reboot, and apparently my changes where I deleted the Facebook stream did not save, and now we're streaming on Facebook. So this is a Heil PR40 microphone running into a Rode Procaster. What's the best find you've had while hunting in a weird spot on the shelf? Not a weird, like, store, but, like, just a weird spot on the shelf. So a lot of stores will take their good whiskey and mix it throughout the store. So, like, I was in Liquor Lineup in Vegas, and I was just kind of around the back, and they had a E.H. Taylor just sitting there, like, not even in their bourbon section. I was like, okay, I'll take that. And what they do is they just mix it in the store for people to roam around and find. So probably something like that. Most of the places that have the really, really good stuff, it's locked in a cage, or you gotta, it's kind of a whole thing. Coming down to Portland. Okay. What's down in Portland? Bar tour. We can't move the camera at this point, but you pretty much see most of it, man. There's not a lot of other things to see. 3366 Eagle Rare 10. Do it. Couple of bottles from our local distillery in Augusta, Second City. Yes, absolutely, Chad. Yes. P.O. Box should be in the bio. If you have any problems, hit me up in Discord. Kentucky Owl for $140. You're probably talking about confiscated, which is not worth. Like, there's Kentucky Owl confiscated. So for $140, it's probably the confiscated. If it's the normal Kentucky Owl for $140, just buy 2 and send me 1. Noah, I don't really sell bourbon, man. Sorry. Yeah, of course I cracked open the Pappy. It's right behind me here. Wide ass open. Widow Jane 10 is good. It's got a kind of a mineral taste to it, right? Like it's got that George Dickel blended into it, but overall it's pretty good. Sorry, baby. I'm just dominating the conversation here.
I'm listening.
What are you drinking?
My ginger ale.
Did you put bourbon in it?
No.
Can we try it with bourbon?
You may do so.
What are we going to put in it?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't know. What would you put in ginger ale? I have no clue.
Give me something that doesn't have Scotch in it. A glass, a Glencairn, whatever. Be fine. Let's try our early times right here in ginger ale. What about that?
Early times in ginger ale.
Michael Hadaway. You remember Michael Hadaway? Made it over from Facebook. Apparently, we've just been streaming away to people on Facebook.
I have no clue.
Were there people watching on Facebook? Are people watching on Facebook right now? How many viewers do we have on Facebook? I've been completely and totally, like, we had good viewership. I streamed on Facebook Like, I went live before our normal stream a couple of weeks ago. That's why it's even set up here. But, like, we had 100, 150 people on that stream. But, like, I'm sorry, Facebook. I didn't even, like, we just had some issues I didn't even know. So, if there's probably 100 people over there just mad at me because I paid attention to none of the comments whatsoever.
Sorry. Someone asked, do you have a bottle that you would never open?
No. That's a rule. We have a rule. And the rule is you can't own bottles you won't open.
Yeah. Except for one. You have one you haven't opened. But that's...
Well, I mean, I have plenty I haven't opened, but I want. It's not that I want. I might save it for a particular occasion. I'm not going to save it for a special occasion. I might have a particular special occasion, and I say I'm going to save it for that day. Right? So that's a thing. But realistically, every bottle here is either open or it is waiting to be opened. So most of the ones that are not opened are either ones we've acquired and we just haven't got around to open them because we're buying whiskey faster than we're drinking it at this point, or people are giving it to us.
Good.
It's not bad.
It's just not.
So Scotch tastes like trees. I wish it tastes like trees. It just tastes like rubber bands. The diet is working. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. I don't know exactly. I'm down about 30 pounds or so, but you know, for a fat person, that's not a ton. What's a compass box? A compass box is a Scotch, or a box that a compass comes in. One of those two things.
Yeah. I'm going to stick to the regular old.
It's honestly not bad, though.
Okay.
It's kind of light. Element says it's working, too. Yeah, I've got an Infinity bottle. We did a whole video on it. I haven't drank anything since I made it. Because we've been trying so many new things. Mellow Corn, pretty good. Like, it's not a bad whiskey at all. It's not special. It doesn't have a lot of complexity. It's not something I'd drink a lot and need in a Glencairn. But 17 viewers and 60 comments. Well, there you go.
Well,
I wonder if we had more.
Comments, though.
We did miss 60 comments, but on Facebook, normally you get a lot of people early, and then after like the first 45 minutes, it kind of dies off real hard. So.
Well, I bet if no one's communicating with you.
For sure. Did I hunt while as No, we did the Tupelo video, then we went to Spillway and we got a bunch, but like their event, so their video for their event may drop this Friday. We've got one where we did the Alabama lottery, quarterly lottery. That one's technically next and like when I filmed it, but we may, like they were talking about rushing the Spillway event and releasing it this week and doing the lottery next week.
That was so much fun. I'm
but
still
it'll
much
come
fun
out. That was a lot of fun. Merv with the $9.99 super chat. Love your videos. I couldn't find any good bourbons today, but did find 2 bottles of Longrow red finished in tawny port cask, which is a great Scotch and getting hard to find. Oh. Hey, as long as you had a good time, man, you found some decent whiskey there, it sounds like. That's awesome. Is Hedonism still the only Scotch you like? So I did like... I like Hedonism a lot better, but like this port finish, this was a sherry finish. Sherry finish, Dalmar 12. It's close to like it. It's borderline. I'm gonna have to try it again another day after I haven't destroyed my taste buds with all this other Scotch, but we're close there. So apparently, those sherry finish Scotches are where it's at. Crack the old Fitz? Not yet. I don't even know exactly where it's at. It's somewhere. I do have an unold Fitz. Like I've got one open. I got the 17 open up there. I just haven't. What was the one we just got? The 19.
Do you drink wine?
Do you drink wine, Jill? What kind of wine are you into?
I prefer. Well, it just depends. Like usually in the winter, I'm more of a red wine kind of girl.
It's seasonal.
Yeah, and like right now I'm really finding that I want more of a white wine. Sometimes if I'm not doing so well on my dieting situation, I'll go for a Moscato because that's really my favorite. I like sweet wines, but right now I'm sticking to more of a low-carb wine situation.
Low-carb wine.
They do exist. They're just more dry.
Okay.
But they're good.
I think me and my fiance are signing up for that tasting pizza. I may see you. What tasting pizza are we talking about? We're tasting pizza? I'm supposed to be at a pizza tasting event? This is first I've heard of it. Appreciate it, Knoxville. Is Pappy worth it? No, not secondary prices. Is it delicious? Yes, absolutely. But, like, you could do an awful lot of delicious things, like a pizza tasting for, like, $3,000. No, don't really drink vodka, Cody. I do have some here, and it's fine, but it's just not something I do. Yeah, the black top. That's the one we were. The guy right here, the black top. Again, it's barely different. Like, this is still a great whiskey. They're pretty much the same whiskey. This one's just a little more sophisticated to me. So
Don't forget the Brita.
don't forget the Brita. We said we were going to do the Brita. I'm sure we've gotten to it. God, why did I agree to do that?
Yes. We reached the goal of the Brita.
Did Will tell you that?
Yes.
Son of a gun.
We are doing the Brita. The Brita.
All right, let y'all vote real quick. No super chats, just vote. Should we run George Dickel through a Brita filter? George Dickel Tabasco finish through a Brita filter 3 times and then try it. Yes or no? Please vote no.
No, that was the goal. You met the goal. You got to do it.
I'm trying to find an out.
You can't try to reach out for an out now. You said you were going to do it. Now you got to do it.
These guys are like $30, $35 usually if I find them.
Y'all see him trying to reach out to y'all and like, oh please y'all vote no.
Ardbeg through a Brita is even better. We'll do that too. I got to do that too. Like, I got to do that too. So we'll small samples though, people. Small samples.
You got 30 more minutes, so or
Okay.
actually 28 more minutes. So
Let me find the ingredients. Hey, would you rinse that Brita filter out real good right there? Let me find. I don't even know where the Dickel Tabasco is at in this place.
how could you find it in this stuff?
We got way too much whiskey. They're like 100 bottles just on the countertop back here.
I saw one
Alvin with the 5 proof.
I saw one of the it's Bourbon Night videos recently, and they were talking about floor whiskey. You know, like when you walk and you hit your foot on a whiskey on the floor. And I was thinking, yeah, we have floor whiskey, we have counter whiskey, we have boxes stacked up in the corner whiskey. we have it all.
The floor whiskey's new though. So Logan and Amanda. Hey, your name's Logan. Your account's named Logan. I'll remember the Logan. You may have to remind me on the Amanda, okay? But I appreciate it. Everybody voted yes, pretty much.
Well, you already said it, so I mean.
I did. Boxed whiskey, that'd be pretty good. I'm okay with it in a box. I've got to find this. It might be in the back. It might have got put in the back. I might have hit it. So we may take a little effort here to find the. I bet it's in the back. I don't see it right away. You just knocked the filter out into the ground there.
No, it's not in the ground. It's in the sink.
Okay.
In the sink.
Yeah, I'm not seeing this George Dickel, but the Ardbeg. I gotta find the Ardbeg. I think that's in the back or under here.
Ardbeg was over here, wasn't it?
No, I got one. I got one that's open already. I got one that's open.
Yeah, we also have closet bourbon and whiskey too.
Oh no, there's closet bourbon. Keep them entertained, Jill. Let me go find
We got
this.
closet bourbon. Yeah, but their video was really funny. They were building some more shelving situations and. Okay, I don't know. Oh, I think this is just. Will, what'd y'all put in this thing last time? Goodness gracious. Looks like it's stained because I just washed it.
Probably stained.
What did y'all put in here?
Bourbon, but then it just sat there for like a week
Ugh.
or a month.
Sat there for a week or a month.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good. That's not good. But it's not like coming off, so it's just stained. So you're just gonna have to live with the stained.
I'll live with it. It'll be alright.
Alright. This thing is not easy to mess with.
Okay, we might have a problem here. I gotta find that George Dickel.
He tried to hide it, y'all.
I didn't try to hide it. I did find the Ardbeg though.
Okay.
I did find the Ardbeg. I guess I gotta hone in here on the George Dickel. Read the super chat for me, Jill.
Pizza Warlord. Don't drink it, TJ. Don't drink it, TJ. Thank you for the super chat. He's got to drink it now. He found it. He's got to drink it now. He already said it.
All right. We're going to run it through like 3 times. Give me a glass here. All right. George Dickel, Tabasco finish. How do you? There we go.
Is it bad anyway?
Have you not tried it?
Oh, I think, yeah, this is that stuff. Ooh, this is that stuff that Will tricked us with or something. Ooh.
All right. Let that drip through.
You got to distill it 3 times.
Bourbon hunting in upstate New York sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Is this not the Ardbeg we needed? This is the ultimate 10. Is that what's in the box over there? Just make sure it's the same thing. Proper 12's kind of plain. It's fine. Like, it's easy. New to the channel, so we are doing all sorts of dumb things. We've just been hanging out trying some scotches. I don't really like scotches. We did find one that I'm okay with. Right now, we have reached a super chat goal, so now I get to torture myself. And we are taking George Dickel Tabasco finish. Now, I'm not a fan of George Dickel whiskey, and I'm not a fan of just drinking Tabasco. Like, you make me some hot wings, okay, but, like, just on whiskey, really bad idea. So we are running it through a Brita filter. I'm going to filter it 3 times, and then we're going to drink it. Russell's also new. Brenda Son 23 with the $1.99 super chat. Thank you for the support.
I help out when I can.
We need to
all
go,
I can do on this one is pour it back in here.
Just keep filtering it.
All right, you keep talking. I'll
Topeka's new here too. We got a lot of new folks in the chat. I appreciate that.
just pour it in there.
I have not tried Iron Root. Yeah, just keep on. Iron Root out of Denison, Texas. No, I need to try that.
There it goes. Drippy, drippy, drip.
Who's in upstate New York? I'm not from upstate New York. No.
No.
We're from Alabama, but
I do love
I want a bourbon hunt
upstate New York.
everywhere. What's the next super chat goal? Lord, I didn't even set one. We were not ambitious enough. We were not ambitious enough on this whatsoever. So am I going to open my own liquor store? It's a tough question. Yes, maybe. Like
Every other day.
we've got an idea. We've got an idea for an app. We
Just
might
every other day.
We might do the app, and if we did the app, we might start selling, but like just regional whiskeys that you can't get, right? So we might just sell small distillery stuff through that. But we also might create our own label. I did register a domain name today that would be for a bourbon label. And I also reached out to I registered the .net, but I reached out to the person that owns the .com and is not using it and said, hey man, you want to sell this label? So we might be doing something like that, but I don't know how far out in the future all of that is, right? Richard with the three proof membership. Appreciate it, Richard. Blend straight from the barrel's great. I like that better than Stag Junior most of the time.
$5 super chat from the 68.
Oh, I missed that completely. 68 Mexican, $5 super chat. Best way to enjoy Scotch, throwing it out of the window. I like it. That's the best $5 super chat ever. Ever. The best way to enjoy it may be to run it through a Brita filter. We're going to find out here in just a second.
I'm not even going to ruin the surprise.
Central Otago Pinot Noir. Have you ever tried that?
Ooh, I have not, but that sounds really good.
I need to try JT
I do
Mellick from
like
Louisiana
Pinot Noir.
rice whiskey. I've heard of it. I haven't tried it yet. I'll have to check that out. No way I'm going to drink all those bottles. No, I'm not trying to, Mr. Guggen. Not trying to.
No.
Cheech in the house, man. Long time no see.
That's not. This is not that kind of channel.
Nah, yeah. Fair enough. Central New York better. Most people think it's NYC. I'm new and I hate to miss the first barrel pick. Yes. So Wesley, I'm trying. Like, the problem is it takes months and months and months to do a barrel pick. Like, I've been reaching out to small. We want to do small distilleries, and they like all of them. Like, hey, we're building a distillery. We're doing this. We're doing that. We want to do it, in months. I'm trying to hook up with Crittenden's out of Mississippi, a cut above. I really like their stuff. We're reaching out to a bunch of small distilleries. I'm going to try to have those picks, like the Crittenden's pick, done in probably a couple of months, ready to go. And then after that, like maybe later in the year, we'll try to get to where we're doing one every single month or having one coming out every single month. So that's 3 times through. Thrice Brita filtered, and look at the color difference.
Yeah.
Like, can y'all see that? Like, that's almost like water.
It's definitely.
It doesn't have that red finish that this did.
It's taking a lot of the Tabasco out.
The Tabasco's almost gone.
Yeah, it's like hardly there.
I could still smell it a bit. But honestly, that could just be from using the same glass over and over.
Super chat. Logan.
Now my question is, did this also take all the alcohol out of it?
It may have. Scotch needs to go in the toilet.
Because it doesn't, that doesn't even taste like alcohol.
Is it all still
Like,
in
it's
here?
just muted sugar water.
Whew, that smells like Tabasco. Gosh.
But it completely took out.
Oh,
Did you try it?
I did not.
It completely took out all the Tabasco flavor, but really almost all the flavors. It's just sweet. Like we're going to do some stupid blends. I'm going to take and I'm going to I'm going to buy like a dozen bottles, two cases of Ancient Age. We're going to run through this. We're going to distill some in 2 or 3 different stills. We're going to stay finish, and then we're just going to try to blend them all back together.
I don't taste any alcohol in
There's
that.
no, like I think you took all the alcohol out.
Bourbon collecting is just apocalypse prepping.
We are selecting, we're not collecting. But that's like that ruined it. This was bad and it made it worse. So we do not need to run it through 3 times.
Yeah.
And we need to try it after each run through.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
We need to try it after each run through.
That makes
so
sense.
let's try the Ardbeg,
Should
but
I
we're going to
rinse it
try
out?
it after each run through.
Because it smells like Tabasco sauce in there.
Yeah, you need to rinse that for sure. For sure.
All the
Christopher,
Tabasco
you've
is
missed
in
a
here.
lot, man. We've been hanging out. We've been talking about a potential meetup here in Alabama in a couple of months. We've been talking about barrel pigs. We've been trying a bunch of Scotches. Jeff from Huntsville's in the house. I pity those that can't appreciate Scotch, man. I will accept your pity. I will take it, every bit of it. I wished I could. I want to. I wished I was sophisticated. I want to be James Bond as much as the next guy. But, I can't enjoy a Scotch.
You did enjoy one Scotch.
I just can't do it, man.
There you go.
I
You
want to
got
be
one.
sophisticated, but I'm not sophisticated, man. I'm simple. I'm plain. I'm basic. I am basic.
Basic.
Don't waste powder. No, we're not wasting Pappy. I don't know who suggested what, but we're not doing that. If you run Coy Hill through it, does it make it a Gentleman Jack Coy Hill? It probably
We ain't
would. Like it took
trying
a
that.
lot of alcohol out of that. Like that doesn't
We ain't
even.
trying that
That has. I really need something to accurately measure proof because it took all the
can't-
proof out of
You
that.
can't waste the Coy Hill.
Nathan, appreciate you catching a live here as well and hanging out. Sagamore double baked. I'm assuming you mean double oaked. I didn't buy. I saw one in a store on my bourbon hunting ventures, and that's probably the bottle I regret the most over the last month that I did not buy. So James Bond is gin. I don't. It's still like it's Scotch. You're wearing a suit. You're smoking a cigar. I don't know. Trying to find somebody sophisticated. Pensacola, Florida in the house. Justin Lynn, appreciate it. I need to get an early 70 Cadillac parked next to the Lincoln during meetups. The problem is the early 70s Cadillacs are ugly. They're awful. So what you need is like a 66 Cadillac, stacked headlights, nice square body style. I think that's on par with the Lincoln that I've got, so you got to go a little older with the Caddy. So you miss some of the cool stuff, right? You might miss some of the more advanced features and things, but that mid 60s Caddy's where it's at. No, not running Pappy through the Brita.
Ooh, no.
Hard enough to get, too hard to get. James Bond is also McAllen. See, I thought he was drinking something. I don't know. Springfield, do you think you'll ever come back? Sure, I'm sure, Tyler. I don't know when. Like, we don't have any plans to come back, but I had a good time with it. We did not try the McAllen 12. I'll probably do that in a future live here or in a video. The new Riff store pick I had was pretty good. A will buy again category to your Brewzle score. That's actually a good suggestion there, Rick. We'll talk about that.
That smells better now.
All right, Sagamore sherry finish. I'm gonna have to try that sherry finish. Like normally I'm not a big finished whiskey fan, but apparently I've been missing out. All right, great. You got a fresh.
I do. Maybe you should pour it in here, and that way we know you're not pouring too much.
We might need several Glens here though. So why don't we try? Give me another Glen. Give me 2 more Glens. We're gonna do like a fresh pour, and then we're gonna run it through and try it a few different ways here.
Okay. Super chat.
Timmy with the $5 super chat. What is your favorite MGP bourbon? The best MGP bourbon I have on the shelf right now is. I think it's that Smooth Ambler Contradiction store pick. I think it was that one. I'm looking here trying to make sure. There was a store pick I got that was just like out of this freaking world. Some of the Penelope stuff is really good. I think this one was a store pick. So this Smooth Ambler Contradiction store pick right here, which was a blend.
That looks like
But it was
water.
produced and bottled by I don't know. It says this were produced and bottled by them. I don't know if that's right.
All right.
What is produced?
That's gone through there one time.
This was a blend, so this wasn't all MGP. I want to say it was that one, though. I want to say it was that one. I don't know. I have a store pick that was MGP that I just absolutely loved. And I'm thinking it was that one, but that's not just pure them. So maybe I'm misremembered. What is it? This second time through?
That's the
it's
first
just
time.
water.
That's the first time through.
There's no color whatsoever.
I know, that's the first time. So
I'm not going to drink all this, but I'm going to pour y'all some more so y'all can see it. Okay, so not a lot of color anyway.
Right.
And then the first time through, so pour half of this through and get me a third one.
Oh, okay.
Anthony Young with the $4.99 super chat. Are you up to do a bourbon hunt tailgate edition? Yeah, so,
Yeah,
I mean, bourbon hunting is not really tailgating, but yeah, we've been thinking about trying to do a tailgate at an Auburn game, and what would that look like in a bourbon context, right? So best bourbon for tailgating, or we did a bourbon tailgate or something like that, right? Like that would be a lot of fun. Yeah. So we may do, so we're talking about doing a meetup in August here in Opelika, but then also maybe doing a bourbon tailgate where we just have folks come hang out with us and we do a bottle share at a tailgate or something. Ford Fuel with the $5 super chat. Just got into whiskey, and after watching your videos, I got a McKenna 10, Evan Williams Bonded, 4 Roses Single Barrel, and a... Wow. Dude, you already got the Jack 10 and man's like, I just got into whiskey. I got bottles you can't get. Congratulations, man. You got a great selection already. Richard with the $10 super chat. Glenronak 12 from 1990. Is it worth anything? Probably to somebody, but I'm not the guy, because I wouldn't be interested in a Glenronak 12 from today.
It's back to being dark.
The 68 Mexican.
I don't know.
How is that even possible?
I don't know.
How is that?
I have no clue.
What kind of voodoo magic is this? The 68 Mexican $5 super chat. I know you're not into tequila, but you need to try Fortaleza Añejo, aged in oak barrels, and it isn't the cheap stuff like Patron. I mean, I like tequila, some of them, but I'll have to keep an eye out for that one. I don't know how this happened.
I don't either.
It makes no sense. Something's not right.
Well, I mean, you saw, I just poured it in there.
So it has color, a little bit of color. Like, I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's got a little bit of color. And then this one is clear as water.
Yep.
And then the third one has color back. So apparently it was holding all the color, and then it just dropped it into this one. Now, does it smell like...
Doesn't smell good still.
I just want to make sure it didn't, like, pick up the Tabasco all of a sudden. But it, like, dropped all the color back. Like, this makes no sense whatsoever. Makes no sense. Tony, bag of donuts, $2 super chat. Is the MGP store pick you're thinking of Old Soul? It might be. It might be. Like, the whiskey is getting, it's out of, no, that's it right there. That's the bottle. See that black top bottle right there? See the black top bottle I'm pointing at? Right there. No, the next one back. No, the black top.
Gotcha.
Right behind your ancient age.
Oh, this one.
Yes. That's it right there. Old Scout. This is what I was looking for. This Old Scout, this is 116 proof, 5 years old. I'm pretty sure distilled in Indiana. That is the best bottle of MGP whiskey I own right there. And I'm not saying all Old Scouts are that great, because I haven't had a lot of them, but that one right there is fan-freaking-tastic. It's got a Tabasco. Maybe. Like, that's what I was wondering, if it put the Tabasco back in it. It still smells like. So.
I rinsed all the Tabasco out.
Oh, God, that's awful.
Those are the ones that I got to see that third glass go back through the Brita again. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, we're going to put it back through and see what happens. Which Blanton's is the best? Straight from the barrel.
Carbon absorbs color.
Are you sure?
Good gosh!
What?
You scared me to death. Like, that was startling.
You didn't realize we were talking, that I was here?
We
like
were talking.
Surprised you that I was here?
I knew we were talking.
Something happened.
Something happened.
And it must have been full of water. And when you poured whiskey in it, water came out. Because that's water.
Well, it was empty.
Maybe the filter soaks up water.
I don't know.
Yeah, because that's just like taste. It's just water. Like, it's just water. We've been foiled by a Brita filter. We've been outsmarted by a Brita filter.
It's water with a little bit of nasty.
It's just water. Johnny Drum's not really allocated around here. It's not like I don't think they sell it in Alabama, at least not at the ABC stores, but you can usually get it. I can run over to Georgia and get it. What is it?
Someone said it's a miracle. You turn Scotch into water. Congratulations.
Call me Jesus.
You turn Scotch into water.
Oh. And see, like now it tastes a little bit like Scotch and water. So I really think the filter is just absorbing water.
That's what someone said. The filter absorbs some water.
Yeah, so I think it's just, so we gotta start over.
Gotta start over.
We gotta start over. Now that we've kind of ran some stuff
pour
through,
these out?
just toss them out. Yeah, toss them away. Let's.
Still use the same
Yeah,
glass.
this is awful. We're learning here. Sorry, we're learning. Yeah, same glass. So run that one. Pour that one about 3/4 of the way into there. Water with Scotch is a good way to ruin water. I agree with you. Old Crow is better than Pappy's. I mean, I'm not gonna fight you, man. I don't fight people that are wrong. You know. Yes, you know. Obviously, you just need help. You just need help. Hunting LaGrange, Georgia. Probably going to do that at some point in the not-so-distant future. We're planning one over to Columbus here soon, and I'm sure I'll do one to LaGrange here at some point. I may go like LaGrange up to Atlanta and stop in a bunch of places. When I go to Georgia, the bottle shop is my spot, man. I love those guys. A lot of fun there, and I figure out some pretty good. Usually, I get some good whiskey there. Ardbeg 3 drops. Nah, I mean, Steve, not too bad. I mean, I'm doing all right, but it's like I got beat by a Brita filter. What? Where did you find John J. Bowman? Actually, that was in the. I don't know where I got the one I have or the last one I had. There was one in the airport in Vegas for like $60, but I didn't have room in my luggage. This is my favorite Old Scout. This is my favorite bottle of MGP that I own, not just Old Scout. My favorite rye is the Michter's Barrel Strength. I do need to swing by Charleston. All right, run it back through. Like, just pour half of that through and put it in this one for me, please.
Gotcha.
Charleston has everything? That sounds fantastic. Canadian Mist is better than Pappy's? All right, fair enough. You got me. You got me on that one. Tap House in Fairburn. The owner, Pre, is amazing and is his name Pre? I don't want to go in and say, hey, Pre, and it'd be a typo. Don't like haggis? Never had haggis. You want try some haggis? Isn't that like sheep's bladder or something like that?
I'm going to pass.
I'll try it. Give it to me. That may be why Scotch is so popular, is they need it to like wash down the food taste. Like they need something super strong to get rid of the food taste. Carbon is often used to strip color from rum to make it clear. Well, apparently we're using it here, but it also seems to be removing the alcohol. Honestly, like these seem like they have a little bit of flavor left, but they have no proof whatsoever.
Yeah.
So it could just be that it absorbed the water, though. Let's try this. And that is awful. That's awful.
That's bad.
That has not got any less awful as the night has progressed. That just tastes like if you were just washing your glass and you had a little bit of Scotch left in the bottom of it.
And you put some water in it. And
Yeah, well, you put some water in it and you tried it. And that one's that almost tastes like a bourbon. It's kind of weird. Like a really light, just kind of sweet cornness to it. So, but it doesn't taste like it has any alcohol in it. So, try that.
I don't want to.
Okay, it has not improved it.
I'm going to skip on that.
T-Pro 499 Super Chat, you said something about Bourbon County in a video. I think I might have been talking about the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout. Isn't that what they call it?
There was a bourbon stout you talked about, but I'm not sure if it was goose. It was.
Are you talking about so I assume that's what we're talking about. I'm about to shoot a video on one of those. I've only tried one or two of them, and I thought both of them were spectacular, and I don't remember which one. One of them was better, but I don't remember which one. I want to say it was the 2021, but I don't even remember what year the second one was. So they release them every year. They have a different year on them. I assume that's what you're asking.
Someone seconds the recommendation. Ray Stevens seconds the recommendation for Tap House Liquor in Fairburn, Georgia.
I'll have to check it out.
Is Fairburn near Atlanta?
Don't know. It's in Georgia. It can't be that far away.
Bourbon hunt in New Orleans.
Well, we're talking about going to Crittenden's, which is just down in Kiln, Mississippi, which isn't far from New Orleans.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we were
So it
gonna
might be
do
fun.
one in New Orleans actually on our way back from Texas that time, but we just wanted to be home after he'd been in like Vegas for a month.
Oh yeah, I was exhausted.
So
it was
we
just time to
skipped
kind of go. Somebody asked about the Baker's 13. I have not had the Baker's 13. I was looking to make sure. I did not have that.
Goose Island Bourbon.
Appreciate you hanging out, David. It's about time for all of us to call it. So I think we are going to call this a stream. But before you go, we are giving away Glencairns over in Discord. Make sure you're signed up for that. Also, when I leave here, I'm going to go jump on the audio chat in Discord for a little while. Hang out where we can both talk to each other.
It is on the way to Atlanta, Highway 29.
Well, there you go. Ought not be that far away then. Highway 29, we go 85. I don't know about, I guess you just have to get off on 29?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So
Cool.
if you want to hang out, if you want to continue this conversation, I will be over in the Discord. Give me about 15 minutes. I'm going to go grab a drink, use the restroom, and then head over there. We should be live again next Monday, barring something unforeseen. And I swear, I am going to get, I may swap machines. I'm probably going to swap machines so we won't have this thing crash. But I'm going to get this super chat graphic to actually freaking work. It's going to work. I had it working, and then the whole thing crashed right when we went live. So I'm going to get it. But I appreciate everybody hanging out.
85, then exit 61, be about 15 minutes off the interstate.
Well, there you go. Hit the like button for me. Make sure you're subscribed. And we will catch up with y'all later.